everybody. Welcome to Blabbin' About Slabbin' here on YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about Yordan Alvarez. I'm Jeff, my favorite cardboard on Instagram. This is Chris, baseball card addict, and we're both big Yordan fans.
Yes, we are big Yordan fans. All right, so let's get right into this. Yordan has his best card. His very best card, if you want to just jump right to the top, is his first Bowman Chrome Auto, which is in 2018. Definitely swing numbered if you can afford it. I mean, the only issue with his base auto is there's a lot of them. They are not numbered, and like the pops are just climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. I think they make these poor prospects sign like until their fingernails fall off. But so you want something numbered. Even the base refractor, I think, is $4.99. That's a great start. That's a really, really nice card. Purple, blue. I think there's an atomic in there. You know, gold, orange, red. Whatever you can get your hands on, I think that's the way to go. And we've talked about it before, but I think Jeff and I generally prefer the lower numbered card in a lesser grade versus the higher number card in like a 10, if that makes sense. So like a blue 9 versus a base 10.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
And disclaimer here, we do not have any of these.
Correct.
This is Bowman Chrome Autos, but it's definitely his best card, and it's something that we're looking to get.
Yeah, it's been on our list for a long time, and I think
and now the price is climbing to where it's going to be difficult to get.
But. Yeah, we may have waited too long on this one. All right, so if the Bowman Chrome Autos are out of your price range, and for a lot of people they absolutely are, the rookie autos are a slightly cheaper, great place to start.
Right, so we get to 2020.
Yes, correct. Those are in 2020. And Jeff and I talked about this, and we kind of unanimously agreed. Topps Chrome is his best rookie auto. And it's a great image. Obviously, there's no stickers. Don't get the update auto. You just want the base Topps Chrome auto. And something numbered, again, there are almost 400 of his base already at PSA. Like, I don't know how these players don't have carpal tunnel surgery in the offseason. So you want something numbered. The refractor is just like the Bowman Chrome. It's at a $4.99, blue, gold, orange, red, if you can do it. No waves.
They started to really pump up the waves in 2020. So there are wave versions of all of those colors, I believe.
I think so.
I think so. You could get orange wave, etc. But if you can stick with the main colors, the solid colors, you've got history on your side, and that's important tradition.
Absolutely.
Number 2 is the Top Heritage Red Ink Auto, and we love red ink autos. Yordan is a very special case because the design is based on the 1971 Topps, which, if you remember, is all black around the outside. So they are very hard to get in any sort of decent condition. There's nothing higher than an 8, I believe.
There are 10 total at PSA, nothing above an 8. I mean, just picture an all-black paper card, and Yordan's just massive, massive hands trying to, like, keep it in good shape as he signs it, and then that card going through whatever
the machine,
process.
Into the packs. So it's not surprising. So if you can find one of those in any grade, it's
absolutely. That's definitely one of those cards where, like, it doesn't matter if it's graded, doesn't matter if it's an 8, a 7. I think there's a 6, a couple 5s maybe even at PSA. But yeah, anything raw, the red ink, it's hand numbered, fantastic card. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, number 3 is, it's a little bit different than what Jeff and I normally would put on these lists, but his rookie card out of Stadium Club Chrome is spectacular. It is this horizontal card. He is just like maybe a half fraction of a second after contact. I think you still see the ball taken off. It's a near perfect baseball card. And that Stadium Club Chrome set, it's the first time they did a standalone Chrome set, and it's got some really iconic images. The Soto Shuffle is in there. There's a great Harper. There's a great Austin Riley. There's a fantastic Ohtani card. We like that set very, very much. I think a lot of other collectors do. So that Stadium Club Chrome Yordan Auto is our third favorite rookie auto of the big man.
Yeah.
And there are not very many, actually, at PSA. I looked this up. Even I think there's about less than 12 graded. And there's some parallels, but I don't know if it's short printed. I know they were redemptions, so maybe not all of them were.
Yeah, you don't know how much the product was open.
Yeah, exactly. It was the first year, so maybe some people skipped it. But if you can find one of those, I think that's an absolutely fantastic card. They're all on card. There's no stickers in there either.
Great. So what about non-autos?
What about non-autos? When Jeff and I first started talking about Yordan, the first card we both agreed had to be his top rookie card is what we call the Smolder.
Yeah.
You want to tell them what that is, Jeff?
Well, it was part of the 2020 Topps SSP collection where they had extreme close-ups of the players. Headshots, There's a great one of Vlad in there.
Yep, Vlad. Tatis has one. Yep.
Tatis has one. But Yordan, especially, his eyes seem to be burning right through right through the lens of the camera.
Yeah, I mean, I can't look at this card for very long without really starting to question myself. So
take a drink.
Yeah, rub some ice.
So, and in addition to that, it's condition sensitive.
Extremely, yeah.
So it's rare, condition sensitive, and it's a very cool picture. There are less than 40 PSA 10s of that card. So if you can find one, grab it.
It almost seems insane that there's less than 40 PSA 10s of any 2020 card at a Topps, but
yes, that's something we haven't mentioned, that Yordan has an extremely high amount of rookie cards. I mean, everything from 2020.
Yep,
he's in. So to try to decipher which cards are the best to get, which cards are going to last, it's a lot to sift through.
It is, yeah. I feel like that's kind of a theme in a lot of videos that you and I are going to do, that there's tons and tons of options out there, and we just don't want to see people, put money into stuff that will probably be forgotten or will drift out of people's consciousness. I also just want to add that when Topps chooses to do these close-up SSPs, close-ups of baseball players can be real hit or miss. Like real hit or miss. But the Yordan one works. It's pretty great, and it looks completely different than any other rookie card that he has. They're all action shots, hitting shots, base running shots, and this one is just like. But I warn you, don't look into the eyes for too long.
You can be mesmerized.
Oh, time can just disappear.
So his base rookie in that set, you can find him for like $1 or $2.
Oh yeah,
so that's something you want to avoid. But but the flagship SSP is a great place.
Yes, the SSP is probably it's got to be his best non-auto rookie. Yeah. All right, so at number 2, we're going back to the old standby, which are Topps Chrome parallels. As always, you want to stick to the basics: blue, gold, orange, red. Stay away from the waves. But Topps Chrome's kind of interesting in 2020. They also gave Yordan an SP. So he has 2 different Topps Chrome images and parallels of both, which means he has 100 gold refractors out of 2020 Topps Chrome instead of the normal 50. I don't know if one necessarily better than the other. Jeff, what do you think?
No, I mean, I think I don't. I think the gold is gold, but yeah, it was another way for Topps to pump more of Yordan into the product. Yep. So yes, he's got 100 gold refractors, 50 of the regular and 50 the SPs.
And the SPs
the sliding is a pretty cool shot. So.
Yeah, he's in his. I think it's the Players Weekend, all white uniform, and that jumps off the card when you see it with like a gold background. Mm-hmm. We'll get a photo up there. Like the card really does pop, I guess, in a way.
Our number 3 is Topps flagship parallels, and the reason that we put them a little lower than the Chrome parallels is because in 2020 the flagship parallels weren't quite as impressive as they had been. 2018, 2019, the blacks and the Independence Day, they really stood out.
Yes.
The 2020 not so much. The black?
Instead of being the whole background, they just used that little side kind of triangle on the side of the card. So Jeff and I were wondering just exactly how much that extra ink was costing Topps to print on the cards, but got to cut corners somewhere.
Yeah, and speaking of corners are still a rough go of it with the black parallels in flagship. So they're still very condition sensitive. But if you can find any of the blacks, indies, or gold, which there's obviously more gold, 2020 of them. But if you stick to those, you should be in good shape.
Absolutely, yeah. Those are always going to be in demand. Those are definitely the 3 big ones. The only other cards we did want to mention were, we've talked about how Yordan is in every product. He also has a lot of image variations out there. We did mention the Topps Chrome SP and the flagship SSP, but he's got a couple others that I think warrant just a quick notice here. The first one is the Bowman Chrome. His rookie image variation, he is running, and he doesn't have a lot of rookie cards where he's on the move. It's not a big part of his game, we'll say, so this one sort of stands out. It's pretty rare. They're really tough pulls, and PSA actually calls it an SSP, which should give you an idea of how low that print run might be. It's a refractor. It looks nice.
And that's rare for PSA to actually call something out.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So that's a card, and I think the buy-in on Raws is like $50-$60. So if you're looking for something that's fairly hard to find at a low cost, I like that card a lot.
It's still unique, but it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Exactly.
Stadium Club, the photo on Stadium Club is similar to his base card, running out onto the field, just maybe slightly different angle.
Yep.
but it's a very low pop.
Extremely low pop. Yeah, it's the same set as the Bichette Hair SP or SSP, whatever you want to call that one. But yeah, so this is a Pop 11 PSA 10s. It's extremely hard to find, and if you can find it, it's probably got a chip in it somewhere.
Yeah.
But that's just another same about cost about the same as the Bowman Chrome, but really, really hard to find. And then Topps has an SP as well as that SSP, and this might be the Stadium Club Chrome would be my winner for his best image, but this might be the second best.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, it's horizontal, and it's low angle, very Michael Bay-esque. He's walking, holding his bat, and I think the Baltimore Warehouse is behind him.
Yes, Camden Yards.
Yeah, it's a really, really awesome looking card. You can it almost makes you think of like that movie with The Rock, Walking Tall, where he's carrying around the 2x4.
Yeah, and the bat looks pretty small in Jordan's hands.
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does.
So that's a great one to check out if you don't want to go for the SSP, but you want a really cool image.
Yeah, it's an SP, so there are quite a few. I think that the PSA Pop is well over 200 at this point. So like that's a card where growth is definitely limited in terms of its value, but it's cool and it's fairly rare by 2020 Topps printing standards. So definitely one that's worth checking out.
Absolutely. And then the Topps Chrome. So the base has over 100 gems.
Yes. Yeah, we talked about the Topps Chrome, the sliding image, but yeah. There's a base, there's a green, and then things get nuts. Gold, orange, red. But I mean, the base in a gem is still pretty affordable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and there's not that many.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
and there's just not that many, especially compared to how many base Topps Chromes they printed.
Right. So parallel or short prints, photo variations, whatever each set calls it, those are a good place to target for Yordan.
Yeah. If you don't have anything and you're looking to get in at a reasonable price, those are good places to start.
Yes. Well, and we'll see what happens if he keeps this up. I think his demand for his cards is only going to increase.
Yeah. I mean, he's currently on pace for something along the lines of like 370 RBIs. So,
right.
We'll see.
If he keeps that pace up, then it'll be even tougher to find his rare rookie cards.
Absolutely.
So those are our favorite Yordan cards. And there's a lot of Yordan rookie cards, so try to find your favorites.
Yeah, you don't have to buy. Don't feel like we are, putting a gun to anyone's head. These are the ones that we really like, that we think potentially could age the best. No guarantees, but a lot of personal favorites in here. He's got a lot of options out there, like Jeff just said. So find one you like.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.